This is AHMED for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm joined by Shelly Finkel. Shelly, welcome to the UK.
Thank you.
I'll get straight into it. I know we're
Sure.
cut on time. There's a lot of negotiations been going on between you and Eddie about the Anthony Joshua fight. This has taken, 3 or 4 weeks with Team Fury. Why the difference?
Because Fury wanted the fight and Joshua didn't.
Eddie's had a lot to say, that he's sent a contract to you signed by Anthony Joshua. Did you ever receive that?
No, I got a contract signed by Eddie Hearn, which was worse than the contract before. What Joshua said is, I'm going to get a contract that's signed by him with removal of all impediments to the fight. There was nothing removed. It was the 15 million flat. There was no rematch clause unless he lost, meaning Joshua. Also, if it comes to it, I can produce emails to show the stalling they did. He was the one, meaning Joshua, who said, give me 50 million and I'll sign tomorrow. We come up with the 50, he doesn't do it. Mm-hmm. He said, I want to fight for my fans in the UK. We said, okay. He said, okay, I'll only offer you 15 million flat. We said, okay. Oh, you didn't come back in 2 days, because he put all these little things in that our lawyers had to look at to make sure we weren't signing an agreement that was ridiculous.
Well, he says that you've got till about, I think, December time to sign for April the 13th at Wembley. Is that true?
No, because we're not fighting him on April 13th because he does not want to fight us. The contract that was sent back did not remove the impediments. He's fighting Povetkin. He's not going to do anywhere near the business he would do against Deontay. Why shouldn't Deontay have a piece of what he brings to it? It's only the right thing. That's what the history of the sport has done. That's what should be.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Let's
Sure.
move on to Tyson Fury, Wilder. Obviously, Tyson's got to come through tomorrow night.
Yes.
But in your opinion, if he does, is that the biggest fight in boxing, him and Wilder?
At this point, yes.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people saying November 17th in Vegas, them two. Truth in that?
Not yet. We're working on a November date and a December date, both either in Vegas or in Brooklyn.
Okay. And no possibility of it happening here in the UK?
No possibility.
It'd be in the States?
Right.
And how's it been working with Frank Warren and Team Fury?
So far, great. Frank, I go back a long way, and it's been wonderful working with him.
And back to the Anthony Joshua Eddie Hearn stuff. He said that he saw the 50 million offer and that you did send it. And he did see that. Comment on that?
Well, there was an offer. He said, prove you have the money. We sent him a letter saying, give us your attorney's contact. He will have it immediately. They did not do that. Also, the end of May, Joshua personally reached out for Deontay and asked him to get us, his management team, to put the offer together so that he could have it. We gave it to him. He gave it to Eddie. If they wanted to fight, they could have made it. They didn't want to fight in the U.S. I guess there was maybe some rift internally, because I don't know why Joshua called us personally otherwise. So at that point, Eddie and Barry reined him back in, I guess. And at that point, I want to fight in the UK only. Fine. Meanwhile, Eddie is saying now that fight is only worth 40 or 50 million. If that's true, and he's given us 15, Joshua's only taken 25, come on. He passed on 50 to take 25. So he wants to do a big fight, pay us a little amount of money, and expect it to be on his terms. Not going to happen.
What about the situation with the Dillian Whyte offers? Was Deontay not interested in them?
We, early on, we were offered Dillian Whyte 2-3 fights ago with Dylan. We said, we'll sign Dylan if we sign Joshua on fair terms together. Never happened. Also, Eddie signed Ortiz in order to avoid Joshua fighting Ortiz. Then he had to let him release. As you saw, Ortiz was mandated to fight Dylan White, and Dylan backed out and didn't fight him and went and fought this other fellow. Dylan White, if it was a 15-round fight, would have been knocked out the other week. He couldn't carry the 12 rounds. He just faded.
Against Parker.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it shows that Eddie is recycling fighters that don't mean much now. I mean, talking about Chisora knocked out Takam. Look what Joshua looked with Takam. So I think people are starting to see that he's not fighting the caliber of fighters that should, and if he wants to really satisfy the fans, fight Deontay.
Well, I appreciate your time on IFL TV,
problem.
Shelly. Enjoy the card tomorrow, and we look
Thank you.
forward to the prospect of Fury v Wilder. But for now, thank you. Thanks for your time.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Shelly.